Hello people. In our previous video, we have seen basic of Excel functions. Now we will see few useful financial functions. Before going to use functions, we will understand few terms related to investments. Any security or bond, if you buy, it will have issue date. This is the date when the investment got issued. If it is a fixed income security like bond, the date which interest begins to accrue. Any trade should have buyer and seller. This is applicable for investments as well. The settlement date is the date when a trade occurs, and the buyer must make payment to the seller while the seller delivers the assets to the buyer. Any security or bond will be issued for a specific period. Post this period, the investment will get expired and investor will get returns. This date is called maturity date. Investment should have some interest as a return. The rate at which interest will be accrued is called rate of interest. This interest accrual can be done daily, monthly, quarterly, half yearly and annually. This is called frequency. In any recurring investments, a fixed payment will be paid periodically. Even this periodicity is called frequency. Par value is the face value of our investment. Some investment will have periodic interest payments. These are called coupon payment. The period of interest payment is called coupon period. This period can be monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. Here we have an investment. I want to calculate the accrued interest for this investment. How can I do that? We have a formula called ACRINT. This is syntax. Here we have arguments called issue date, first interest date, etc. We'll see this in our example. Our investment issued on 1st January 2019. Settlement date 1st Jan 2020. Interest rate is 8.33%. Par value is 1000. We will calculate the accrued interest from issue date to settlement date. Type ACCRINT. Here you can see the description of formula. Start round base. Here you can have the multiple arguments. First, issue date. Our investment was issued on 1st Jan 2019. Select that. Next, first interest payment done on 30th June 2019. Next, the trade or settlement takes place on 1st Jan 2020. The interest rate of investment is 8.33%. Select that. Par value of investment is 1000. The interest payment happens half yearly, so the frequency should be semi-annual. We have two more arguments. These two are optional. The square braces denotes that these arguments are optional. Here, the base is a day count convention. This tells what to consider as monthly total days and yearly total days. Example, this first options takes 30 days for all the months and yearly it will take total days as 360. Third option will consider days based on the regular month. The total days will be equal to actual days in a year. Next, we have one last parameter. This is calculation method. 0 will calculate the accrued interest from issue date to settlement date. 1 will calculate the accrued interest from last interest date to settlement date. Here in first, I am calculating first one. So select option as 0. Close the round braces. Press enter. See, this is the accrued interest from issue date to settlement date. We'll calculate the accrued interest from last interest date to settlement date. Copy the formula. Paste it. Here change the last argument to 1. Press enter. See, this is the accrued interest. There are some securities or bonds where the interest payment happen periodically. Those are called coupon bonds. The interest period is called coupon period. Using Excel, we can calculate the previous number of days in coupon period. coupon start date, next coupon date, etc. Here we have an investment with periodically interest payment. Here the coupon period starts from 1st Jan to 30th June. I want number of days in our interest payment period. For this we have a formula called coup days. Type coup days. You can see the description like returns the number of days in the coupon period that contains settlement date. Start round brace. Select settlement date, next maturity date. Since the investment is semi-annual, I am selecting 2 as frequency. Day convention I am selecting as 365 days with actual monthly days. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, we got 182.5 days, which is equals to half of 365. I want to see the last coupon day when the interest payment was in last coupon period. We have a formula called COUPPCD. This will return previous coupon date. Here PCD refers previous coupon date. Type COUPPCD. Start round brace. Select settlement date. Next maturity date. Frequency as 2. Day convention I am selecting as 365 days with actual monthly days. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, we have arrived at the last coupon date. In the same way, we can calculate next coupon date using formula COUPNCD. Here NCD refers next coupon date. Type COUPNCD. Start round brace. Select settlement date. Next maturity date. Frequency as 2. Day convention selecting as 3. Close round brace. Then press enter. We have arrived at the next coupon date. Next interest payment will happen on 30th June 2020. We'll see how many days are there between the settlement date and next coupon date. Type COUPDAYSNC. Start round brace. Select settlement date. Next maturity date. Frequency as 2. Day convention selecting as 3. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, we have 181 days from 1st Jan 2020 to 30th June 2020. We can arrive the days between settlement date and coupon date before settlement. Type COUPDAYBS. Start round brace. Select settlement date, next maturity date, frequency as 2, day convention selecting as 3. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, we have 1 day from 31st December 2019 to 1st Jan 2020. By using formula COUPNUM, we can calculate the total number of periods from settlement to maturity. Type COUPNUM. Start round brace. Select settlement date. Next maturity date. Frequency as 2. Day convention selecting as 3. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, we got 6. In 3 years, we have 6 coupon periods. Next, I have 2 investment plans. One has 8.33 rate of interest and another has 8.44. In first one, interest is being compounded quarterly and another one yearly. I want to see which is the best and which gives highest returns. We can analyze this using effective rate. Higher the effective rate is, higher returns. We can calculate this effective rate by using frequency and nominal interest rate. For this, we have a formula called effect. Type effect. Start round brace. Choose the rate of interest and frequency arguments. Close round brace. Press enter. This is the effective rate. Calculate the same for second investment. See, first one has highest effective rate. Although the nominal interest is less, the first option is good. This is due to number of compounding periods are higher. Here I have 2 investments. In this, first one pays interest half yearly once. Another investment pays interest only at maturity. Now I want to see which gives more returns. Second one has higher nominal interest rate than first one. In both investments, the repayment value is 100 and the security value is 98. We'll see the total return percentage using yield formula. Type yield. Start round base. Here, PR is the value of security. Select all the arguments. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, it has calculated the total returns percentage. Now we will calculate the total returns percentage when the interest paid at maturity. Type yield mat. Start round brace. Here the PR is the value of security. Select all the arguments. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, here the first investment has higher returns than second one. Next, I have investment with total returns. I want to calculate how many years it will take to repay to the investor using cash flows. For this, we have formula called duration. Type duration. Start round brace, select all the arguments. Close round brace. Then press enter. See here, within 3.47 years, the cash flows will repay to investor. Here I have invested 10,000 on 3rd Jan 2019. On 31st December 2023, I got 12,000 as return. I want to calculate the interest rate. Type int rate. Start round brace. Select all the arguments. Close round brace. Then press enter. See, the rate of interest is 4%. So far, we have seen few mathematical formulas like ACCRINT is to arrive the accrued interest between two periods. Coup days is to calculate number of days in the coupon period in coupon investment. COUPPCD is to arrive the previous coupon date or interest date. COUPNCD is to arrive the next coupon date or interest date. COUPDAY-SNC is to arrive number of days between settlement date to next coupon date. COUPDAY-BS is to arrive number of days between coupon date to settlement date. COUPNUM is to calculate number of periods till maturity. Yield mat is to calculate the total returns percentage at maturity. Yield is to calculate the total returns percentage. Duration is to calculate how many years it will take to repay to the investor using cash flows. Effect is to arrive effective interest rate. Int rate is to calculate the interest based on investment period and returns. That's all about this video. We'll see further concepts in our next videos. Any suggestions, please comment below.